Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Anshli. Today we'll be exploring the topic of what is a purpose, why we are here on this earth, and what are we doing. So that's the intention kept for asking the highest frequency guides. Let's see where we go. Imuku chuchuchu, sepetita, patacatodo, shabacatari, chuchu, sete, patacatajo, dobreda. I alcatu, shishisha, patacatato, chapacataki, teki, chete, pete, te, 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 te. Ipulu, shishisha, se, pali, shushu, se, pati, tito. Imali shushu slow tipi tiki 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 tu chusabaka tiki tipi kachusabaka chusabaka ilakatu shabaka tiki shushu sabaka tiki shushu sabaka tiki chusabaka I plak tak tak tu shishi sabaka tiki tu chusabaka tiki shushu sabaka tiki Ila ama chuchu a se te po tu shishi sapa te tu chisamaleta I ala tu shishi sapi te pat tu chi kapa tiki chuchu tabaka tiki chuchu tak 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 ekata oto pataka video check it take it pataka tu check it take it acha pataka tu check ta pataka ta I plak tak tak tu shi kapa pataka tiki chuchu sabaka pataka chopo la pataka chopo tu do la pataka tu pataka tu ja pataka tu e plak tak tu acha pataka tu shi kapa pataka tu la pataka tu e plak tak tak tu acha pataka tu chuchu sa pataka tu stop. Hello, dear. How are you, everyone, doing? The question you ask is why you are here. What are you doing here? The simplest answer is because you wanted to be here. You wanted to come on this planet. You wanted to feel how this life would be like. Most of you beings are operating from the intellect, which is you are in your head. So you forget your bodies. You forget how it feels to be like in your body, which is you have not developed the sense of feeling your experience, of being in the experience. Most of you are distracted by the thoughts which are happening in your mind. So you don't register how you experience your life. You're always distracted, always distracted. So for the simplest answer, what is the purpose of this life? Is to experience how it feels to be in this body, to experience how it feels to live in this environment, to experience how it feels to communicate with another life form. It is not just human life form. It is all the plant life form, all the insects life form, and all the life form you encounter in day-to-day basis. You see, your focus is so narrowed where you are expecting how you should be living your life. You're so distracted in that expectation that you don't experience the life which is in front of you, as if you're blinded to that experience of living. Living in this dimension on this planet is so rich in experience where you feel the physical, the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, and all in all of these levels. In emotion, you have so variety of emotions you can experience on this earth. Mental, you can go to a pure intellect, or you can go into your imagination. Also, you can go into an egoistic existence. So there are so many variation of mental life as well. In physicality, you can experience your physical organs, each and every muscles which is in your body, and you can experience how your body operates. You can communicate with the cells of your body. In a physical existence, you can experience physicality by seeing other organisms, how their forms are, how their structures are, how they live their life. Birds, they fly, they are amphibians, they are other beings who have different structures. So you can experience all this physical life on a spiritual level. You can experience your aliveness of being, the universal love which connects all the beings in the universe. You can experience life on this plane, and you can experience life on another plane. You connect with beings from different dimensions. You learn about technology which is not perceived through your senses. So you see, there is so much diversity of experience which you can have in this life which is available to you. The limitation happens in the person when they are trapped in their thought process, when they are trapped in their emotional reactions, and when they are trapped in their mental process. When human being is trapped in this construct, then they are not able to perceive the diversity and the richness of life which is already available to you, which is already in front of you. So that is the purpose of life, to find the uniqueness of your expression and also the richness of life. That's it. Once you bring yourself out of your own limitation, out of the construct which you have created for yourself, you will see and experience your life expanding, your experiences expanding, your interaction expanded. You will see this whole new person which you become, because your perspective will change from one point to another point to another point to another point to another point. Life is not a curse, nor it is a burden. Only when you believe so it is. Because of your belief and because of your stories which you are maintaining in your head, because of the negative perspective which you are holding. Again, there's a difference between discernment versus the stories which you carry about the experience which you have. You see, from one particular experience, you can learn so much. you can derive so much. Even if the experience is unpleasant for you, that will help you to change the direction in which you were operating, so that experience will help you. But if you are carrying stories about the experience which happened in your past, which is that is bad, that is wrong, and the sense of victimization and complaint, you are holding that energetic vibration within yourself, where you're contracting your energetic field and making it more denser. So, in that way, you are closed. You're closed, your energetic field is shrunk, and you will not be able to perceive the reality with the richness of what it has to provide. So that there's a difference between discernment, what you learn out of an experience, versus if you're carrying stories, even belief system which are heavier in your body. And that is again, if you think of a situation and there's a heaviness in your heart, there's a bitterness, resentment, those are the stuff which we are talking about in this situation. So again, it is similar to clearing the clutter, which is clearing all the things which you are being carrying for such a long time, which are not serving you in this moment. So that is about it, we want to say. And each and every person is so unique. When you come to this life, you are also exploring the uniqueness of your expression, who you are. Are you a singer? Are you a writer? What brings much joy to you? What brings much excitement to you? That is something, is you are exploring your own uniqueness of who you are more and more and more every day. Whatever brings much joy to you, much excitement, where the time passes by and you don't see the time passes by, that is who you are. Your unique expression, your unique exploration. That may not be a field which you are trying to do. It may be just in that moment what brings excitement to you. So when you follow your own excitement, your own joy, your life becomes effortless. You are flowing in the stream of consciousness where you're connected to source, where you have much information available, where you have much interaction with other beings which can provide you guidance in which direction will be much optimal to you. So it's kind of an experiment you came here to do, to discover what is the unique signature of this particular being you incarnated in. What you can explore about this being in this lifetime, and what exploration you can do in this lifetime about interacting with other beings, what lessons you can learn. And also, you came here bringing some of the programs you want to work on. In sense, if you have issues with anger, you will have some program set up which will bring that anger to the forefront, and you are basically an apprentice who is trying to see how you can overcome in your own language that anger and integrate that experience in your being. Then you're offering that information to your collective experience and to the universal library as well. So if some other being at other side of the universe is encountering the same anger, same frequency, they can learn from your experience how you overcame that. So you're bringing that energy, you're bringing that information, you're bringing that integration to the collective whole universal library. So this is an exciting time. There's another thing which we see is in this lifetime, there's a program being bantered over and over and over again that your life is limited to your work, is limited to a partner, is limited to few things. So the tendency of human beings is to focus so much on that thing, and then they live their life from that experience that it becomes like boring life. That's what we have observed. So you don't have to identify yourself with one identity. You are so many identity experiencing this life, which is at any point in time you will have a different experience, you will have a different orientation. So if you don't identify strongly with one identity, then you will feel that you are more malleable and flexible. And there's this tendency which we see in humans is to prove yourself. Prove yourself you are good at something. You get trapped in that program, and then you live your life from that experience. What you're doing is you're coming from a baseline where you believe you're not good enough to start with, and then you're trying to operate in certain identity to validate yourself through others. Keep on doing, improving and searching for outer validation to give you that confirmation that you are good enough. That is living from sense of lack and living from a sense of not validating yourself. That is not your life purpose. When you came in this life, you were already perfect. You have all the things. When you believe you are not, that's where you get stuck. You are exploring what is possible in this lifetime. And if this some things doesn't work in your lifetime, that means that is not what you came here to explore. That's your indication to search for new things. And when you get entangled with some things, for example, you are trying to become a musician, but that thing is not happening, that is an indication that's not what you came here to explore in this lifetime. But if your minds keep on saying you have to prove yourself, you have to do this, otherwise you're not good enough, that's where you are stuck in that egoistic stance. Follow what brings joy to you. That is the easiest. And there is also construct in your society where you have given validation only to few, what you say, occupation which are good enough, and other occupations are not good enough. So there is a sense of shame and guilt if you are trying to do which the society perceived is not good enough. So then there's a tendency to push those occupations away. And there is also a fear of not earning that much money from certain occupation, and you can earn money from other occupation. There is a tendency that you have to earn money, otherwise you will not be able to survive. So you see, there are so many constructs in the society which has been embedded, and if you have tendency to buy into those belief system, then you will get stuck in those cycles. We are not saying to jump out of the bridge where you do a drastic change. Work with your belief system which you are in there. Work on those belief system. Feel the sense of safety in your body and integrate shifting and letting go of things which does not belong to you in graduation. Make sure your body feels safe, and with that sense of safety, make minor changes. You see, one drop every day, it can fill a whole cup. And also, doing one drop changes every day will help your body to integrate your experiences and embody those experiences in a grounded way in your physical reality. So you will be able to make shifts which are permanent in your life into the being which you came here to explore with. There is nothing to fear but fear in itself. Nobody can scare you. Only you are the person who can scare yourself. If there's a society program which is come out of fear and you're fearing that, it means you strongly believe those programs are true. So the only thing you need to work on is not trying to stop the society, but look in the beliefs which you are buying into and work on that. Does that work for you? Once you realize and there is a knowingness, those beliefs does not work for you, that will bring much space and openness in your energetic field, and that will also bring much connection for you and also more ideas which direction you have to move in. The purpose of life, again, in short, is to discover of who you are in this lifetime completely. It is not to earn money. It is not to find partners. It is not to co-create. That is part of enhancement of the human race. That is one and very big essential part of doing that. But what we are saying is that is not only the sole purpose of it. Some beings may choose that as a sole purpose of it to raise the next generation of population. There itself they also identifies or find the nurturing mother and responsible father. They are also determining the new race of what a mother can be, shifting the identity of mother from a state of worry to a state of embodied unconditional love, where you are nurturing the next generation in that sense of unconditional love and with a sense of trust, and acknowledging the new being with a sense of understanding that being is a full-fledged being. They are responsible for their own life and they know what can do they do, and identifying another state of fatherhood, which is again shifting for just the materialistic to getting involved with the life of the human being, to having that interaction and trust, to be an equal partner in raising the human being. So these are the things which, if a human being identifies that is their sole path and purpose, is changing the generational things for how the kid has been raised up from the previous generation. So you identify with what is your purpose in this life. Again, the purpose of your life will change from one time to another time. There is not one theme. Every being is working on multiple themes based upon their state and based upon wherein they are in their evolution. They will identify with one purpose in one time and another purpose another time. So also that's another thing, when you get stuck with that is my purpose, what we want to say is there may be a universal theme to the purpose you are living in, and from that universal theme you may be working on different things in different time in frame. So be open to more opportunities, be open to expanding your awareness of what needs to be worked on, and leaving the insistence of that is what you need to do, because you will get ideas and hit in any moment in time what you need to work on based upon the universal energies and based upon your individual energies, where you can contribute to the universal whole plus where you can contribute to yourself. Keeping all of this mind, relax. There is nothing serious to be done. The life here is a sense of enjoyment and pleasure for the human essence of who you are. So that's where we will leave you and giving you this light language for exploring your beingness in totality in this lifetime. Isu, sabi na ko ko, pat ka ko chujo, e plak tak tak ko, pat ka ko, shiba ka ni, shu. Ima, I chujo, sabi ka ko chujo plak ka, ka pat ka ko chujo. Ipa ka ka ko, ika pat ka ko chujo plak ka ni, tak ka bala shi. Apa tak ni, plak ka ko, cak plak ka ni, shi. Apa tak ko, ika tak ni ti. Amra ka ka, I check ke ko lak ta. Ima ala shu amane kete shu para kete amane kete para kete ela kete ima ish ka sabra kete ole sabra kete para kete ala kete to e pala kete sabra kete sabra kete ela kete sabra kete sa im al ashto apatiti a ashto pa a atitutu ish kasapata to ish kisata patatito inichisha ipale ichko o tapatiki apatiki tititu chakapata tititu chakapata tititu chakapata itutu atatitu Iplate, ish ka tablo to. Ila ka ta. Ah, ale shu. Sending our unconditional love, appreciation, and wishes to all the beings. Good day. Thank you for listening, and I wish every one of you good day. Thank you. Bye.